5 hidden mistakes that turn eggs into a health risk for seniors. What you must know. Did you know that something as simple as the way you cook your eggs could silently be harming your health, especially if you're over 60? Eggs have long been praised as a perfect food, high in protein, rich in vitamins like B12 and D, packed with antioxidants for brain and eye health. But here's the truth most people never hear. Eggs can go from being a health booster to a health risk with just one wrong step in the kitchen, whether it's the oil you're using, the temperature you're cooking at, or even how you store leftovers. Small mistakes add up, especially for seniors, whose digestive and immune systems are more sensitive with age. In this video, we'll reveal 5 common yet hidden mistakes that could be turning your eggs toxic. Mistakes that millions of people make without even realizing it. And the best part, you don't have to give up eggs. Once you understand how to handle them properly, you'll continue enjoying their benefits without putting your body at risk. Stick around to the end for practical tips that could make all the difference in your long-term health. Let's dive in. You'll never look at eggs the same way again. Mistake 1. Overcooking eggs. One of the most common mistakes people make is overcooking their eggs, something that might seem harmless but can have surprising effects on your health. Meet Walter, a 74-year-old retiree who loved his breakfast routine. 2 eggs fried to a crisp, the edges browned and crunchy just the way he liked. It was his comfort food, something he looked forward to every morning. But over the years, Walter started experiencing frequent bloating, indigestion, and sluggishness. At first, he blamed it on aging, but when his doctor mentioned the dangers of oxidized cholesterol, Walter began to pay attention. When eggs are cooked at high temperatures, whether it's frying them until they brown, boiling them until the yolks turn green, or scrambling them quickly over high heat, they undergo oxidation. This process damages the cholesterol in the eggs, turning it into harmful compounds that have been linked to inflammation and increased risk of heart disease. That unpleasant sulfur smell you get from overboiled eggs, it's not just off-putting, it's a sign that the sulfur in the whites has reacted with the iron in the yolks to form iron sulfide, a byproduct of overcooking. But that's not all. Eggs are rich in essential nutrients like vitamin B12, folate, lutein, and zeaxanthin, vital for brain function and eye health, especially in seniors. Unfortunately, exposing these nutrients to prolonged, intense heat can destroy much of their value, meaning you're not getting the full benefit from the food you think is helping you. Walter made a simple change. Instead of frying his eggs on high heat, he switched to soft, scrambling them over low heat, and occasionally enjoying lightly boiled or poached eggs. Within weeks, he felt a noticeable difference. Less digestive discomfort, more energy, and even clearer thinking. The solution isn't to stop eating eggs, it's to cook them gently. Use moderate heat, avoid browning, and be mindful of cooking times. These small adjustments preserve the nutrients, minimize harmful compounds, and keep your eggs as nourishing as nature intended. Mistake 2. Eating raw or undercooked eggs. For years, Linda, a vibrant 69-year-old woman, swore by her morning smoothie, complete with a raw egg blended in for extra nutrition. She believed raw eggs were the ultimate health hack, preserving every vitamin and mineral. But one morning, Linda woke up with severe stomach cramps, nausea, and fatigue that wouldn't go away. A trip to the doctor confirmed it: salmonella poisoning. While raw eggs may seem like a shortcut to better nutrition, they come with serious health risks, especially for older adults. One of the biggest dangers is salmonella, a harmful bacteria that can live inside or on the shell of raw or undercooked eggs. For younger people, it might just mean a day or two of discomfort, but for seniors whose immune systems are naturally weaker, it can quickly escalate into a serious, even life-threatening condition. If you've ever licked the spoon while baking, eaten runny scrambled eggs, or made homemade mayo with raw egg, you've taken a risk you probably didn't realize. Beyond bacteria, raw eggs contain a protein called avidin, which binds to biotin, a B vitamin crucial for energy, nerve health, and even healthy skin and hair. When eaten raw, avidin prevents your body from absorbing biotin, and over time, that can lead to deficiencies. Fortunately, cooking deactivates avidin, allowing your body to fully absorb the nutrients. Linda never imagined something as natural as a raw egg could turn against her. After recovering, she switched to gently cooked eggs, soft-boiled, scrambled, and even poached, and never looked back. She still got her protein and nutrients, but without the risk of illness. Some people believe that free-range or organic eggs are safer raw, but the truth is, any egg can carry bacteria if not handled or stored properly. If you love runny yolks, consider using pasteurized eggs, which are heated just enough to kill bacteria but still maintain a runny texture when cooked. The bottom line: always cook your eggs thoroughly until both the whites and yolks are firm. It's a simple, powerful way to protect your health without sacrificing nutrition. Mistake 3. Storing cooked eggs improperly. When it comes to food safety, most people focus on how they cook their meals, but how you store your food is just as important, especially when it comes to eggs. James, a 72-year-old widower, thought he was being efficient. Every Sunday, he would cook up a big batch of scrambled eggs, store them in the fridge, and reheat a portion each morning. It saved him time and effort. But after months of digestive discomfort, bloating, and even a few episodes of nausea, James realized something wasn't right. A food safety expert at his local clinic helped him trace the issue, not to the eggs themselves, but to how he stored them. Cooked eggs are highly perishable and can quickly become a breeding ground for bacteria, if not stored properly. Leaving them out at room temperature for too long, even just a couple of hours, can push them into the danger zone of 40 degrees to 140 degrees, where bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria multiply rapidly. Refrigeration helps, but only if done correctly. Eggs should be stored in airtight containers and placed in the coldest part of the fridge, not in the door where temperatures fluctuate. Even then, they should be consumed within 3 to 4 days for scrambled or fried eggs, and within a week for hard-boiled eggs. James also learned about cross-contamination, a sneaky threat most people overlook. If you store cooked eggs near raw meat or unwashed produce, bacteria can transfer through shared surfaces or air exposure. That's why keeping cooked foods sealed and separated is key to preventing illness. Another common issue is reheating eggs the wrong way. Microwaving eggs for too long or at high temperatures can ruin their texture and destroy nutrients. Instead, gently warm them on the stove over low heat with a bit of water or broth, or microwave in short intervals while stirring. After James switched to smaller batches, airtight containers, and gentle reheating, his digestive problems disappeared. A small change in storage made a big difference in his health and comfort. Remember, how you store your eggs is just as important as how you cook them. Don't let bacteria take over what should be a healthy, nourishing meal. Mistake 4. Using cracked or expired eggs. Not all eggs are created equal, and not all eggs should be eaten. One of the most overlooked dangers in the kitchen is using cracked, expired, or improperly stored eggs. And the consequences can be more serious than you think. Eleanor, a cautious and health-conscious 77-year-old, always thought she was careful with her food. One morning, she cracked an egg into a pan and noticed a strange smell. It must be the pan, she thought, brushing it off. She cooked it anyway. Later that afternoon, she was rushed to urgent care with sharp stomach pains and nausea. The culprit? A spoiled egg. Even the smallest hairline crack can allow bacteria like Salmonella to enter the egg. And while expiration dates offer a guideline, eggs can spoil before or after the printed date, depending on how they're handled and stored. So how can you tell if an egg is still safe? The water test is an easy solution. Place the egg in a bowl of cold water. If it sinks and lays flat on the bottom, it's fresh. If it stands upright, it's still okay, but should be used soon. If it floats, toss it. It's no longer safe to eat. Also, always store eggs in the coldest part of your fridge, not the door, where the temperature fluctuates with every opening. If an egg has an unusual smell, discoloration, or you find any visible cracks, don't take the risk. Toss it out. Eleanor now checks every egg before cooking and keeps them properly refrigerated. That one experience was enough to change her habits for good. Your health is worth more than a questionable egg. When in doubt, throw it out. It's a small sacrifice that can save you from big problems. Mistake 5. Cooking eggs with harmful oils. We often talk about eggs themselves, but what you cook them in can be just as important as the eggs you buy. And for many people, this simple detail could be the reason why their healthy breakfast is secretly working against them. Leonard, an 80-year-old retired teacher, had a classic routine: 2 eggs fried in vegetable oil every morning. He never questioned it. Oil is oil, he thought. But over time, Leonard began feeling sluggish after meals, with occasional heartburn and brain fog. It wasn't until he attended a wellness seminar that he learned the truth about cooking. Oils. Many commonly used oils, like canola, soybean, corn, and vegetable oil, are highly processed and unstable at high temperatures. When heated, they break down and form trans fats and oxidized lipids, which are linked to inflammation, heart disease, and even cognitive decline, risks that grow significantly as we age. Even more dangerous is the production of free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and speed up aging. When oils are heated past their smoke point, Leonard made a simple switch. He started using butter, extra virgin olive oil, and avocado oil, healthy fats with high smoke points and natural anti-inflammatory properties. Within weeks, he noticed a difference: lighter digestion, better energy, and clearer thinking. So, what's the takeaway? If you're frying your eggs in margarine or cheap vegetable oils, you might be turning a nutritious food into a health hazard. Instead, choose oils that stay stable under heat and offer added health benefits. Great choices include butter or ghee for flavor and richness, extra virgin olive oil for brain and heart health, avocado oil, high smoke point and heart healthy, fats, coconut oil, stable and antioxidant rich. It's not just what you eat, it's how you prepare it that makes the biggest difference. Now that you've learned the 5 hidden mistakes that can turn eggs from a superfood into a silent threat, take a moment to reflect. Have any of these habits crept into your routine? The good news is, you don't have to give up eggs. In fact, with a few simple adjustments, you can enjoy them in a way that truly supports your health, especially in your golden years. Cook gently, store properly, avoid risky raw eggs, check for cracks and freshness, and choose the right oils. These small decisions have big rewards: more energy, better digestion, and stronger protection against inflammation and illness. Your body thrives on the choices you make each day, so start fresh tomorrow with a smarter approach to the eggs on your plate. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this, and tell us in the comments which mistake surprised you the most. Here's to your health, one egg at a time.